Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM.
Brought to you proudly by Sportsman's Warehouse, Counts Marine, the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, and Avery Superstore.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, and let me introduce the next guest this way.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me.
Now, who do you think that is, Gene Smith?
It's the King Brothers.
It's the King Brothers. It's the King man himself.
All right.
The guy with a flat head, not the guy with a straw head.
Right,
you know. Right. Hey, we have Don King on with us this morning on Outdoors with Larry Ray. This is going to kind of kick off. No one knows this except me and Shelby and Charlie. Buddy, we're going to have some friends of yours on the radio today.
All right.
Get ready for it. This is your life, Gene Smith. And you have no idea what's coming up down the road here. Get ready.
Well, you guys have already made my day. You compared me to Elvis. I think that's a first. That is the first time I've ever been compared to Elvis, and man, I appreciate that.
Well, we didn't tell you which Elvis that was. That's Elvis Jones. You know, he's down there at Hernando's Hideaway. You know,
or Channel 5 studio.
And we've got our man Don King. Of course, did the theme song. I don't know how many years ago. How that'd be interesting sometime. Don and Betsy, we're going to get Don and Betsy Woods come back over in July, talk a little bit, but he is the TWRA Chief, Multimedia Development. And I think
sir.
You know Gene, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
How would you describe Gene Smith?
We go way back. Well,
way back now. All right.
I gotta congratulate Gene on his recent award from the Tennessee Wildlife Federation.
Yes, that's right. He dressed up good. Yeah, he looked good.
I was going to say, man, it is about darn time, isn't it? After 20,000 certified hunter ed students.
Well, he's only worn that suit 3 times, you know.
You
so
get a little,
had to rent it.
Had to rent it. Yeah, but
you get a little recognition, man. A pat on the back every now and then goes a long way.
Yes, it
Gene?
does.
It does. And Don, I know that you have known Gene for a long time, not only through this radio show, but also through his work for the TWRA. And describe Gene Smith in your words.
Man, a volunteer with the biggest heart I know. You know what? He's got a heart for the folks. He gets inspired to get outdoors.
Yes,
and
he does.
Especially kids, you know, youth. He's got a special place in his heart for youth, and you know, I've just known that just through conversation with Gene over the years, and the fruits of his labor. You know, you see all those folks that have gone through. Under his mentorship and through the Hunter Ed program and Boy Scouts and just on and on, 4-H, and it's amazing how many lives that this gentleman has affected over the years. And
well, I think
you know,
I think that if I've known Gene for all these many years, and I've known Gene through the fishing rodeo, I think that's where we first met, in the fishing rodeo, and I've got a handwritten bio that Gene sent me that I still have in a folder, and I sometimes I pull out this picture that I'm showing the audience here as an inspiration. You know, I don't know. Gene was probably 12. He had a beard when he was 12. 14. You know, maybe that. But you've always said that it was all about the kids, right?
Oh yeah, I love the kids. To see them, and of course. You know, we was doing a program at the boat show one time. This couple come and sat down, and you asked me, did you come to see him do his survival? She said, no. I said, we just come to sit down. But he was our instructor when we were 10 and 11 years old. I said, oh, my gosh.
Well, Don, you know that we need to get more kids involved in this. And I think we need more Gene Smiths.
Oh yeah, man, the world would be a lot better place for sure. You know, if we could just clone that guy. You know, Gene, you're amazing, and I really appreciate you. And, even through, kind of targeting the youth and getting them involved. Of course, there's lots of moms and dads that come along with that, too, that attend these hunter ed classes that, they'll come along with the kids and they might not have been exposed to the outdoors, but the kid has shown an interest, and all of a sudden, you got the whole darn family involved. And it's just hard to know how many people have been affected through your efforts over the years. And I just, my hat's off to you today, Gene. I really do appreciate you. And hey, here's a fun fact about Gene. Now, I don't know how much you guys have talked about this or that it's known, but throughout his life, he's quite the fix-it man when it comes to musical instruments. He's done that for many, many years. I mean, be it a brass, or stringed instrument or woodwinds or whatever. I know he's seen them all and fixed them all for the school system there. And has done a marvelous job over the years, and I even have a little token he gave me, and I'm not sure where it came from in his travels, but he ended up with an old Silvertone electric guitar that is just a classic. It's just a cool, and I didn't even know Silvertone made electric guitars. And Gene said, "Hey, I got this guitar. Would you be interested in it?" And I said, "Well, heck yeah." So anyway, it's hanging in my studio, and it's a great conversation piece. And the folks come and go in there, and they see that, and
they ask
I tell them where I got it, Gene.
42 years, 7 months. Is that close to how much you did that? I mean, how much?
Oh, no, 45 years in Memphis City Schools.
45 years.
I worked at Coley Stokes Company for about 2 or 3 years.
Okay, that's the total right there. But before we let you go, and I really multimedia development, can you just tell our listeners quickly about how fast things are going in your area with the TWRA and how much effort you guys are putting into that?
Sure. Yeah, we have a new person that's come on board from Georgia, and I tell you, she is a firecracker. Jennifer Wisniewski.
Yes, she is.
We'll have a test on that spelling later. But Jennifer she comes from a marketing background, and I just love the way she thinks. She's got a lot of things going positively here at the agency, and
yes.
And with her coming on board, it's allowed me to slide over into the multimedia world even more, spend more time on working on, radio programs, and we're developing a new TV show. We can talk more about that when I come down to see you.
Okay.
But anyway, we've got a lot of good things going, and it's just a great time to be here at the agency.
Isn't it, though? Yeah.
And we've got a lot of really good things going, and I just appreciate the time this morning to recognize my good friend there, Gene, and just thank you again for all you've done and continue to do, and just keep up the great work. And
well, we appreciate you, Don, taking time to be with us, and I know it means a lot to Gene. And, of course, folks, we're going to let Don go. Can you slip back in with that song again, and Don just slip out of here? I love that song. I'm partial to this. I know you wrote it in about 5 minutes. We're going to talk about that when you come down. Listen to this, Don. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate you. Here we go. Listen to this wonderful song.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
See you, Gene.
Bye.
Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, I love that song. I know it's my theme song, but I love it. All right, let's take a break.
It tells a story.
It does tell a story.
The word pictures are great.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. Come right back. And speaking of something, we're going to have Charlie Covington. He's got it ready. He's ready. The music's ready. Charlie Covington, our poet laureate, is next on this special edition of Outdoors with Larry Ray, dedicated to my good friend Gene Smith. We'll be right back.
Listen up.